Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is I, Thomas, back at it again with yet another video. In today's video, I have a lot to discuss with you. First of all, let me just clear the elephant in the room. I'm gonna be talking with my hands a lot because I got nails now, and because I have nails, I just have to be more expressive with my hands. Before you comment about my hair, I know. You know what I mean? Like, I know. I really tried to give blonde moment on my own. That's my mistake. I decided, oh, I'm going to bleach my hair at home, fix my roots, get rid of the pink that I had in my hair, and do all of that myself, and it's gonna be fine. Like, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be able to do it. Wrong. Also, I changed my hairstyle because I'm giving you very Draco Malfoy vibes. I need to fix it up a little bit more because I'm not like fully like vibing with it just yet. I just need to like play with it more, but I'm like okay-ish with it. I just think it's my forehead that throws me off. It's just like quite a noggin on me, you know what I mean? Like maybe if I was just like a little bit more blessed with less forehead. So in today's video, I'm just going to be sitting down and doing a little bit of a get ready with me. Not even a little bit, like a lot of bit of a get ready with me because I have been so exhausted and drained and just tired, and this whole like state of the world, state of the country, state of everything, state of COVID, just the state of the state of the state of the state, and then my personal life, what's going on with me, and just everything that's going on. I just have been so drained and exhausted, and I just don't feel motivated. There's so much drama and like bullcrap that I have to talk to you guys about, and I'm going to share with you guys. It's been going on with my personal life, just social media, just all of the things that have been going on that have just been super frustrating and annoying for me to deal with. I'm gonna vent. So much drama in my life right now that I just want to vent to you guys about, do makeup, and just hang out. Every time that I feel like I'm getting up and ready to like get back on with it with my life, I feel like there's something telling me to stop, but we'll get into that. I hope you guys enjoy today's video. I will try my best to get back to a consistent schedule and just posting. Like, I really just don't know what there is to be posting and to be doing on YouTube, especially with beauty content. I'm like really lost. Please, 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 please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a huge thumbs up. It'll help me out a lot. Let's get into this video. I just want to start talking and doing my makeup. I'm gonna spritz my face with the Domonique Cosmetics JD Weighty 180 setting spray. I need more of this. I've been doing this before I do my makeup lately, and I've really been like liking it. I'm gonna be going through a whole lot of things in this video, but the first one is the most annoying, and I feel like it's gonna frustrate. If you follow me on Twitter or if you follow me on Instagram, you already know what the hell I'm about to talk. I'm about to go in. I like just thinking about it pisses me off. I'm going into my L'Oreal Infallible up to 24-hour fresh wear, you guys know. This is the shit. If you don't know, I moved to Texas about a year ago. This time last year, I moved to Texas. I just wanted a fresh start. I kind of had a feeling that my time in LA has kind of ran its course. Like, you know when you just like feel like whatever is going on in your life right now is just like definitely ran its course? My time in LA, at least at that point, was like, okay girl, you need to like get out because this city, this state is just one big distraction to what you really need to be focusing on right now, which is your mental health, your finances, taking care of yourself, so on and so forth. I moved to Texas with my boyfriend in October. We found this place, the house that we're living in right now. We like absolutely fell in love with it when we came and saw it. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot how to do my makeup with big ass, clunky ass nails. And of course at that time, I just had that situation with my cat Archie where he needed to have this really serious surgery on his little pee-pee. And it was a surgery that I couldn't afford. People, for some reason, just thought it would be cute to just out of nowhere come up with this lie that I'm scamming my audience out of their money, that my cat isn't actually sick or needs help, and I'm scamming my audience. That was total bullshit, and immediately I shut that shit down. Well, I tried to shut it down, but unfortunately for some reason, drama channels and commentary channels, no matter what, refuse to ever put the receipts or my side into anything for some reason. All these other little drama channels, like, they only want to put another person's perspective about Thomas Halbert or a narrative about Thomas Halbert in their video. But when I come with actual proof, receipts, like shutting that shit down, proving it to be wrong, that is bullshit. It's crickets. Crickets. Chirping everywhere. So I was just dealing with that, and the person that started it, I knew the person that started that rumor, and I ate her the fuck up. as I should. For some reason in the beauty community, a lot of the community feels as though that they're deserved some sort of respect, even though they don't show any. And I was raised different. I don't show people any sort of kindness, especially if they're on some bullshit. I guess she didn't like that. So her being just the most amazing, kind-hearted, non-toxic human being decided that when it was time for me to move to fix my financial situation, mind you, and to fix my mental health situation that was preventing me from working, she took it upon herself to dox me in the place that me and my boyfriend were moving to, post it on Reddit, and then contact the property management of the place that I live to not rent to us. Whoever she is scared these people. We were settled on this place that they were wanting to rent to us, so we were like settled, like we were about to pay and everything, and then we get an email from the realtor that's helping us get this place, and he tells us a few people contacted them, that whole little posse, and it freaked them out, so they raised our rent. I think it was like $400 fucking dollars. Oh, and then they raised our security deposit. At that point, I didn't take that as a red flag of this property management. I just thought it was more just like them covering their ass or something. I don't know. I was just trying to justify it in my head. This is going to be important to the story. They were only going to give us an 8-month lease or a 1.5 year lease. And the reason for that was because they were looking, the owner of the house was looking to sell around prime times, which would have been in 8 months from that point or a 1.5 years from that point, which was understandable. I was fine with that because I wasn't trying to be in Texas for more than a year. I wasn't trying to be up in there for longer than what I needed to be there for. So I was like, yeah, cool, 8 months. So our lease was going to end on June 1st of 2020 this year. When I tell you that every single month that I have been here, they have had some sort of issue with us, or they have caused some sort of issue with us. Basically, every single month, they did some weird, shady behavior. They always started drama with us. They were always being rude or snarky to us, talking to us like we're idiots. But then it came to around maybe actually like mid-February. I was out and the property management people had contacted me and said that the owner is going to start putting the house on the market. And I expected that because like it was like a couple months before our lease was up, right? Like we were planning on moving, so I was just like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. Then this is when the real like shady behavior started happening with them. They basically like were always trying to have someone come look at the house and only give us an hour to 2 hour notice every single Saturday and Sunday. And they wanted us to always be gone and have the cats and dog put away. Well, I had an idea of COVID because I was following it. I was following COVID before it was even like a thing in the States, when it was just like a few cases in China. I took it serious right away. Like I was already like following like washing hands, wearing masks. Like I was already doing that stuff in January before it even was like announced in the States, because I don't play that shit with like hypochondria. Like I'm a hypochondriac. Like I don't play that shit. So I was already kind of weirded out about that because we don't know if it's even in the States yet. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like we don't even know how bad it is here. We don't know if it's here. Every single week there was probably like 10 to 20 people in and out of our house, including what they were doing on the open houses. So it was frustrating. So that's when I was just like, I was always causing like, no, you can't, like I have to work, like I have to do stuff, like I can't, I work from home, dude, like I can't just always be doing this. We need like at least 1 to 2 day notice for like specific days. Like if you just give us a notice that someone's coming 2 hours before and on a random day, like we're gonna take that serious. We're gonna clean, we're gonna like, we have to put things away. Like we can't just have certain things out. Like we live here, you know? So it was just frustrating and they weren't like hearing me. And that's when I like contacted the real estate agent that like helped us and started realizing that they were constantly breaking their own lease. And he was asking me all these questions like, do you know that they can't even start listing a house or showing houses until 30 days on the 30-day like notice thing when you say that you're moving out? So in May was when they were supposed to be showing the house off, not mid-February. So they're doing it prematurely. And thankfully COVID, well, it's not thankfully, but like thankfully they stopped when COVID got serious because they didn't want to risk the health and safety of their tenants. This is where we're like, fuck, we gotta stay here. Around June is when we realized like, shit, we have to actually stay here because of how bad it's getting. Like we were really still trying to move to LA or just move anywhere. Like we were trying to move still. When the time comes, we realized it's not going to work out. Carlos is immunocompromised. He's had leukemia before and he has asthma. So if we were reckless like that and he got sick, it could be fatal. Like, we knew the severity of it and I wasn't trying to risk it just to be back in LA. Like, they reached out to us about renewing the lease. And I said, okay, we want to, but we only want to do a month to month because we don't know when COVID's going to like clear up. And, you know, we're looking to move back to LA just in case like things calm down. Like, that would be our chance to go. Like, we had money saved up, especially when I was doing OnlyFans. So yeah, like, we were super excited and they said, no, we want to sign you on to a year. I was just like, okay, fine. A year is a year. We'll be fine. Like, we can get through it. It's really not going to be that big of a deal. You know, COVID is bad. I don't think it's like with how the US is handling it. I don't think it's going to get any better, right? Now, this is where we get to the bullshit of the story. You've heard the backstory. This is the bullshit. Are you even ready for this? I don't even think you are. Basically, over the last year, I've been doing a lot of growth as a person. I have been doing a lot of growth mentally, spiritually, and so on and so forth. And I've been actually trying to get a lot of my drive back and like kind of reminding myself what I'm even doing this shit for, why I want to be doing it. I've been working on a lot of projects that I can't really share with you guys. I know that this chapter has been closing, the one in Texas. Like, me and Carlos are definitely ready to go back and work. Like, whether that be like in another state, California, like, we just don't know. Like, we're ready to just like be where opportunities are and where we can like flourish with the certain things that we're working on. Last Saturday, I get this text message, right? The property management hitting me up and saying, we need you to call us ASAP. The owner is wanting to sell the home. So I was like excited. Like, me and Carlos both were just like, yes. Or no, it was honestly just me. It was me like really excited. Like, I try to be the hopeful one. Like, I try to always remain hopeful, but Carlos knows these people and how they are. Like, he just always reminds me, like, I don't think it's gonna be as easy as them just selling the house. Because in my head, I'm thinking, there's no way in hell these people are irresponsible enough to put this house on the market and do it the same way they did it pre-pandemic. That would just be putting the tenant's health at risk and people looking at this house's health at risk. So I finally called them like 2 days later after the weekend was over, and I talked to the guy and I'm just like, so how are we doing this? Like, are you gonna have someone come over with a 3D camera and do one of those virtual tour things? If so, just let us know, because we'll clean the house, get it all nice and cute for the 3D tour, you know, make it look like a little model home, like, we'll just do all that. And he was like,
huh? No, we already have pictures.
And I'm like, oh, so you're just gonna like have them look online? He's like,
well, no, people that buy houses typically want to see them in person.
huh? Okay, so I have a little bit of a problem with that. I'm a little bit concerned as we're still in a pandemic, and as you know, Carlos is immunocompromised. Like, as in, if he was to catch it, it could be fatal. Like, he's at high risk.
Oh, we'll follow CDC guidelines and have people use hand sanitizer and wear masks.
Again, we live here and we would just feel a little bit uncomfortable as people are a little bit unpredictable and not many people listen. So I get off the phone and I think about it and I'm like, are they serious? I know they're not serious. I was a little bit shocked, but that just don't sound right. What do you mean you're just gonna let people come in and look at the house while people live here, especially with someone who's at risk? Also, again, it's the last 30 days of a lease thing that they're breaking the rule of. Like, they can't just put the house on the market without it being the last 30 days of your lease. So again, it's just like they're breaking that rule. It gets better. They want to do 2 open houses a weekend and then have anyone come to the house as long as they give a 2-hour notice, just like before. During a pandemic. So I write them up a little email basically saying, you either terminate our lease, waive all fees, charges, don't let it go to our record, give us our security deposit back, which is a hefty coin, or you reduce our rent by half, because now we're living in an unsafe environment. Like, do you think this is a grocery store? Do you think hand sanitizer is gonna stop someone from being dumb enough to pull their mask down and wipe their nose, or misuse their mask, or use the restroom? Or do you think that the person giving that open house is going to be able to pay attention to everyone and they're snot-nosed little ass kids? Is there going to be 3 people monitoring everything? Is there going to be someone watching the door and making sure everyone uses hand sanitizer before entering? Are you going to at least see if they're like, if they have COVID tests and that they're like negative before you just let people come through an at-risk person's house? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? No. You're gonna give them hand sanitizer and tell them to wear masks like this is a fucking grocery store. And we live here. And then make us disinfect and clean our own house constantly. All of my time is going to be put to that, but now I have to worry about the safety of my boyfriend's health and my health so you can make some money. No. Either you terminate our lease so we can skedaddle, or you can reduce my rent payment because I'm not paying to live in a fucking like COVID hotspot. The fuck? If you want to break your own rules and Texas rules, then you can cancel our lease so we're not at risk, but you don't want to do that because we're guaranteed coin until the house is sold. Do you see what I'm talking about? This is what's draining me. It's been draining. Like there's so much more I want to talk to you guys about in this video, but this is what this video is like being consumed with, and it's because it's the most stupid, unnecessary fucking thing that I'm going through right now. Like it's so unnecessary, and they're being so difficult. So he emailed me back and he's like, well, here's what we can do. We can terminate your lease when it gets sold. Okay. No. Basically, my email response back was no heartless sparkles. That's basically what my response back was, because no, you're terminating our lease and we're leaving, or you're just not selling the house. Okay. Honestly, guys, like I'm not being dramatic. There's even more crazy shit I could tell you. It would just take up the whole video. They have done so much illegal shit that it's insane. Like against their own, like stuff that they could lose their license for. So frustrating. This KimChi Chic highlighting palette. By the way, the powder I was using is also from KimChi Chic. And that white concealer. Like KimChi's products are bomb. This powder is it. Like this white powder, if you're pale as me but you want a bright ass under eye like this powder is it. And then this highlight palette. Disgusting. Like disgusting. Can I be honest with you guys? This year has been so draining that like I know that you guys miss me on YouTube and I miss making content. Like I know it sounds like and looks like I don't. Like it looks like I'm over it, like I don't want to be doing it. That's not the case. I want to be back on YouTube. I want to be back where I was in 2018 where I was always posting. Like it doesn't have to be those numbers again. It doesn't have to be me being like the new beauty guru on the scene type shit. I'm someone that loves working and creating. Like I don't believe in capitalism and like working your bone off till you die and, you know, being a part of a big machine. I've not always, like, I'm not talking about that kind of thing. I'm talking about, like, I love working. And work for me is creating. I love creating. I love being enriched in creation and art and create, like, just making things come to life, my imagination come to life, just all that stuff. That is my love. I love it so much. I love it so much I could cry. It's been kind of daunting and very like depressing almost that I can't do it. And it's not that I can't do it. It's like I literally have been called upon to focus on healing myself before I get back into that. Because prior to that, I was doing that and being in love with it. But if that left, I didn't know whether or not I was gonna hurt myself to the point of no return, or if, do you see what I'm saying? I get so involved in it and in love with it that I forget that I need to be present and focus on myself and heal myself and love on myself and take care of myself and heal from past traumas and not be stuck in cycles and not be traumatized and tormented and always sad and hating on myself and all that stuff. Because let's say that scandal in October of 2018 didn't happen, because that is the thing that debilitated me to the point where I would have constant anxiety filming a video. Like I couldn't get out of bed to film. It made me so paralyzed and fearful of what I do that I stopped doing it, which then forced like this self-introspection, this working on myself. It was a catalyst because it impacted every aspect of my life, my friendships, my business life, my public reputation. Like every aspect of who I am was affected from that. It fucked me up, to the point where even to this day, I look back, I haven't fully healed from it. I'm still healing from it. But I will say this, it's okay. Because what I've learned now is what's meant for me is meant for me. And no one else gets to tell me what is meant for me. I get to tell me what's meant for me. Like at the end of the day, like what I'm trying to say is that like, though I'm not a perfect person, neither is anyone else. I've learned my mistake. I've learned from my mistakes and I've grown quite a lot as a person, and I'm very happy with myself. And at the end of the day, I'm very happy that that happened, because God knows what I would be doing right now if that didn't happen, because it did force, even though fair, unfair, whatever, it forced me to look at myself. I learned a valuable lesson from that, and it takes me longer to bounce back from things, but I bounced back from it. I'm bouncing back from it now, and I'll continue to bounce back from it. And whether it takes me 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, just know this: no one, no matter how much you hate me, no matter how much you dislike me, no matter how much me existing makes your skin crawl, how mad you get at the mistakes that I make, or the character flaws that I portray sometimes, or the dumb shit that I say, or sometimes being tone deaf when I shouldn't be, and being irresponsible when I shouldn't be. As much as that makes you mad, I hear you, I understand you, and I'm always gonna hear your perspective, but I will never allow you to take something that I want, or take something away from me just because you think that I don't deserve it. You don't get to tell me what I deserve. I do. So that's just been what I've been going through. If your feathers are ruffled over what I'm saying and what I just said, it's probably because you already had some fucked up idea of who I am in the first place, and you probably don't know me at all, and you only know people's opinions about me, what they said on the internet. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: just because you saw a drama video or someone say something about Thomas Halbert does not mean it's real. I can tell you this right now: at least 95% of the videos made about me on the internet does not have my side of the story, or my or any of my follow-ups, my statements, any of that. They might have 1 or 2 tweets. So I am going to do my eyes real fast. I'm probably just gonna pop some lashes on. I'm gonna pop my friend Cohl's World new lashes, if I can find them. Cohl's World has these lashes that he just came out with called Sohl lashes. I think I might wear the icon because they're so dramatic and I'm not doing eyeshadow. And then we have like the star. Do you guys think I can wear these with my hooded eyes? Oh my god, they're gonna look so cool. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I'm gonna pop my lashes on real fast and I'll be right back. Anyways, finish my makeup. I look really good. That's just that. I look really good. This lip combo, I did ABH lipsticks in Petal and Buff. Like I mixed them with MAC Stripped Down Liner, and then this Patrick Ta gloss. This shit is like the best gloss ever. Like it's like a gloss you need, basically. It's just, it is. I use, she's expensive. I know this video is gonna be long and I already said so much, and I hate that this video was so, like, I guess, like, full of negativity. Like, I wasn't wanting this video to be so negative, like, but that's just, I just needed a vent. Like, honestly, I feel like a lot of this stuff I wanted to say, like, especially the drama stuff, I feel like I wasn't able to say it when I wanted to say it. When I communicate with people, I want to feel understood and that my point got across. Otherwise, I feel really unsatisfied and it bugs me, and I will probably most definitely bring it back up until I can get those points across. And that's just been how I've been feeling with this channel. It's like I want to bring this up, but I'm too scared to bring it up or talk about it or defend myself because of backlash or people trying to cancel me again, or like there being like some like drama about it. People are allowed to be in the wrong, but also like not have their whole fucking lives ripped to shreds and their whole identity and reputation and existence like ripped to shreds. In some cases, sure, like yeah, but not in all cases. I need people to stop defining me based off of something that happened 2 years ago that no one knows besides me and the people involved the true like depth of the situation. People can villainize me all they want to, but I know who I am, my intentions, and where I'm at, and I know the mistakes that I've made. I've already owned up to the mistakes that I've made as a person. I've already challenged myself and worked on myself. I've gone to therapy. I've done so much personal growth as a human being that I am so exponentially proud of myself for. I feel safe enough to say it now because I feel like enough people know that like I wasn't shitting you and it wasn't fake or a lie, or I wasn't doing anything for the sake of just like getting more clout. I'm not that scandal. I'm not that drama. It's a thing that happened to me from my own behavior and from my own actions, but that doesn't define my character. That is not a defining feature of my character. If anything, it's a pivotal point. It's a life-altering point, of course, but that's not a defining point for me. And for a long time, people's opinions of me made me think that I was worse than what I actually am. Like, I was literally thinking I was a terrible person and then I refused. Like, I would tell myself, like, I shouldn't be on social media because I'm a bad person. Like, I shouldn't post a video. People don't want to see videos from me. Like, I'm a bad person. Like, it would literally keep me from doing the thing that I love, and I'm just, like, not doing that anymore. So, anyway, I'm done talking. I love you guys so much. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe, interact with this video. Hopefully, this video doesn't cause me to get canceled again. If it does, deuces. I hope you all are taking care of yourself. I'm trying to. I will keep you guys updated on the rent and property management situation. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.